Sweet.
Right.
Go live. Sweet. On Instagram. Let's do it.
Bling, 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 bling. You see all that money? Bling, 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 bling.
Okay, we're long on gold. We're long gold. Why? Why are we long gold? Why are we long gold? Why are we long gold? Someone tell me, why did we long gold on the open? Why did we long gold on the open? Somebody tell me. I'm gonna move this around. Boom, 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 boom. Cause you don't short gold. Okay. The market overall, I don't know, I'm new to trading, that's funny. The market overall is bearish, right? So we have a couple hedges in place, right? So we are short on Bitcoin, we are short on the NASDAQ. That's perfectly fine. I took a little put a buy stop there on the NASDAQ to see if it would switch the other direction. We're just doing the QQQ, which is basically the NASDAQ. Same thing-ish, just lighter. We're just trying to lower... We know the market's coming down. We're just trying to lower the amount we lose, okay? Lower the amount we lose. I am happy if I lose money. That's fine, okay? Why are we long in gold? Right? Gold could come down perfectly fine, okay? But once again, the overall bias, boys, and maybe the one lady, two ladies watching or something, right? Is look at this weekly candle. It is now Thursday. The odds of gold coming back down and overall making us wrong is pretty dang low, okay? Nobody knows. What are you trading? This is gold right now, okay? So overall, this is pretty odd. It's a pretty low chance that we're going to end up losing, okay? Because that's a really awesome wick. Next, once again, we still have this daily bias of, hey, we failed to enter this. So we are coming for those tops, right? The reason why they rejected off the zone was because it was a monthly level, okay? And there's whatever this weird block is, right? So, you know, it lined up with that block, okay? Last night, where do I think this could go in the wrong direction, okay? Last night, basically what I'm looking at the 4 hour here is we've regained this zone, okay? We've closed back within it. So all I want to do is target those new highs, right? as we came down, and then we're just putting a stop below the next level down, okay? That's the new trade, okay? This is the gold setup. Right? This is the current gold setup, but ultimately, we still want that, right? So the overall plan, we got out somewhere in here, and now we're re-entering, okay? Am I Maven CEO? I used to be. When Maven was founded, I was the CEO. I was the founder and CEO. I'm no longer the CEO. I stepped down as CEO like a year or two ago, okay? I am not a big corporate guy. Let's put it that way, okay? There are people that can do the CEO job better than I. And I am an owner of Maven, so I want Maven to do well, right? No, I'm not the CEO. So ultimately, it makes most sense for me to give the job to the person who is most skilled at it, okay? Oh, it looks like the Instagram live fucked up again. Yeah, I guess. I wonder if I can restart the Instagram live here. I wonder if I can just restart it. Y'all know YG? Do you think EU is better than indices price action? No, much worse. Extremely worse. Extremely much worse. Not even close. I think Forex is a ridiculous thing to trade. I've traded it in the past. It's terrible. Instagram Live gone. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's a shame. Instagram Live just cut out immediately. We had no problems yesterday. I'm doing the exact same thing as I did yesterday in terms of settings and whatnot, right? So, and I definitely cannot just restart this, can I? I can't like just... Yeah, I can't just like start Instagram again, can I? This is gay. That's super gay. Right. Anyways, so why did we long there and we didn't long down here? Okay. Well, on the open, we can see, hey, we've got some nice little wicks here on the 1 hour, right? So I think that this might be, they might bounce here. So there's really good odds that this is the bottom. That's it. The bottom could be lower, but I think really good odds that the bottom's here. So we'll just take it now. Okay. And we'll see how things go. That Bitcoin short doing well. Bitcoin is fucking just plummeting. We knew it would. It's below the 71 now that we're looking for. So I think I'm going to close that Bitcoin short, okay? And then we're going to take another profitable trade. Close. Bingo. And what should we add? Maybe we'll add XRP. XRP, sweet. We'll move it over into XRP. Buy XRP. And let's increase our win rate here. VPN is on. Yeah, I don't know. It's the exact same thing. Did you enter gold again, or is that yesterday? Yeah, so what I actually did last night, so I'll tell you guys what I did on gold last night. I didn't end up messaging the group because it was like just a little bit weird and I was going to bed. But you can see when gold failed here. This is the candle I seen last night. Okay. So I was like, good chance that I shouldn't be in this right now. So we'll just wait till the morning. So I closed it out when it came back up. That's it. So we closed that gold long at a little bit of a loss. You can see we closed it out for a loss, but then I was like, I'm going to re-enter in the morning, okay? And that's what we did. So this is still the same trade, basically, okay? It's the same idea. What we want to see on Bitcoin right now, because this is a really pivotal moment, okay? We want to see a fucking reaction. I'm going to take a buy on Bitcoin, actually.
Could you review my trade zones posted on Discord?
Yeah, we'll do that right now. One sec. We're going to review that. So we need to see a reaction here. It's still super early in the month. But we need to see a reaction. Let's draw a couple levels maybe. There's another level at like 67. Right? But that level's been tested. You know, there's a couple levels there. Honestly, it'll bounce somewhere in here, right? It'll bounce somewhere in there, and then it's going to come down here, okay? So we can still make some money off that bounce. Let's look at what the QQQ is doing for the NASDAQ. It's gone to the level we wanted, so I'm going to close it out. Okay, we're going to close that one. It's a small winner. So once again, there's another winning trade. We close it out. 22-4. Okay. AMD is coming back up a bit. We want it to go a bit lower, honestly. This copper company, the two copper companies. Master still collapsing. It's a fucking scam, dude. Netflix, we want a little bit lower on Netflix too. Okay. And then I'm going to look at the Dow really quick, okay? Yeah, Dow went to the target, right? Everything's always right, dude. We're going to wait on the Dow and see what happens here. It's been pretty choppy, and I probably don't want to keep entering into the chop. Eventually, it'll just break. Let's look at your trades. Give me a full list of every metal or crypto you trade and a short summary on why you trade it. Please be honest. Thanks. Gold. That's the full list. Why do I trade gold? Low fees. A lot of movement. That's it. It's literally it. So here's a full list of everything I trade. Gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, Dow. Right? And then, I mean, I guess like, I don't trade copper, but I have copper. I'm just buying copper. Okay? Like, same with like Netflix. I'm not really trading Netflix. I don't know if you really want to call this trading. Is what I'm using is, I'm buying the bounce. Like, I guess it's kind of trading, but like it's positional trading. So I wouldn't really count it as trading too much. And then this is like not lithium, sodium ion batteries, which is kind of like metal, I guess. But again, it's an investment. So like the only thing I would ever trade is gold. I wouldn't even trade silver. It's too ridiculous, right? Like it's a fucking meme. And like it was flat forever. So why would I trade it, right? So why am I going to jump on the bandwagon of silver when I can just do gold? It's doing the same thing except more retarded. You know what I mean? Let's look at Buddy's charts. If you guys want me to review your charts and learn dumb money concepts, you could post in the Discord. Wreck-It Ralph, bro. Let's see here. Please tell me you're not trading that much volume on a personal account if you don't know what you're doing. So here's the thing. If you guys are going to post a chart, like I need to know more than this. If you want me to review, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at gold. You shorted the hourly. Like to me, this has nothing to do with dumb money concepts. So I don't even know. I don't know why you entered, right? So I can't give you any feedback because this is just a ridiculous thing. Like, why would you short this? This makes no sense to me, right? Like, you need to explain it. I guess that's a weekly level or something. I don't know. Okay. So if you are going to post charts, I need to understand what the chart is. Okay. I need to understand what you're doing. Binance Bitcoin here. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like you just drew a level, and I don't even know what the level is. I can't review any of these. These are all ridiculous. All of those charts are pathetic, all right? If you want me to do work for you, make it easy for me, okay? Like that should be pretty obvious. If you want me to do something for you, don't make me have to work to do a favor for you, okay? Everything is down significantly right now, eh? Let's see, I think gold should come back up. Nice reaction in the open. Can you explain your trade in gold again, please? Why you longed? Yeah, there's a few reasons. One is our overall bias is long, right? Because of the weekly and the daily, okay? The daily failed, right? Okay, and then the reason why I longed there was simply because I think this is a good place to long, maybe, right? Like if you're there's two different ways you can trade the dumb money concepts, right? You can trade averaging in. So averaging in here would be, you would draw a zone here, right? This is what the YouTube video tells you, right? Is to average in, draw a zone, and do one here and one here, right? Sort of thing. I'm just doing here. I don't average in anymore. So that's the only difference between what you'll see on the YouTube videos. Because I like to be more accurate, right? And I suspect I'm going to be more accurate simply because this 1 hour failed to make the new low, okay? Copper is a good hold. Electric cars and robots will use a lot of copper. Most likely, yeah. Houses also use copper, right? So what do we want to see on Bitcoin here, right? We want to see the daily probably bounce off that. DMC takes account candle volume. No. Volume is a useless indicator. I'm just being blunt with you guys. The only thing you need to be profitable. Now, you can be more profitable with other things with dumb money concepts, right? But the only thing that you need to be profitable is the candle bodies and the attempts to gain or lose them, right? Fair enough? Does that make sense? So right now, right? So what happened on Bitcoin? If you look here, you see the weekly, we failed it, right? So I knew that we were going to go for the next level down, 71. Next level down is this monthly level, right? 71 monthly level, okay? It's as simple as that. Like the market, if you know how the market works, it will do it 99% of the time, okay? The only time that things do not follow exactly what it's supposed to do what's this dot here? Is when there's like a black swan event or somebody fat fingers, you know? Even then, usually follows the rules. So failed break lower is a buy, and failed break upper is a sell, more or less. Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing too. The difference between a wick and so there's a really good this is probably a good clip and probably pretty helpful for a lot of people. The difference between this wick failing and this candle being two candles and then failing and coming back down is nothing. It's the same thing. It's just two different times or two different speeds, okay? So this wick did it all within 1 week, okay? And then closed back within. This took 2 weeks, okay? That's the only difference, right? So right here, you can see, hey, we have a level. We failed to make a new high on it. So what do? We come to the other side, okay? Look at this. We have a level. We gained it, right? What happens next is it is slightly different, is they retest it, right? Then they come up and attempt to make a new high. They fail, you can see on that wick there, right? So they did bounce there, but then they failed to make a new high, and then they come back in, right? And they close back within that range, okay? They do a little retest of the level that they just lost, right? And then they go to the other side. It's the exact same. There's just more momentum here. That's it. The money concepts, baby. So if we look at gold right now, what's happening? Okay. How did I know that this is going to come up? Okay. Well, let's use all the fractals. Again, this might be another good clip here. Let's use all the fractals in conjunction so that we can see what's happening. So we do the high time frame, the weekly. The weekly candle is about to close soon, okay? So we know the weekly candle is going to close somewhere here, right? That's great. So that's going to make momentum for us to go for those new highs, okay? The daily candle also failed here, right? Which means that we're probably coming up. So our overall bias for the higher time frames is very, very bullish, okay? Now let's go to the mid time frames, right? The 4 hour is going to close in 5 minutes, okay? And guess what? The 4 hour is probably going to fail to lose that level, which is going to cause it to come to these highs, right? Now, how do we know that the 4 hour is going to go there? Well, what we do is, first of all, it closes in 5 minutes. And second of all, right, the 1 hour closed bullishly, right? It failed to make a new high. So if the 1 hour is bullish, right, and the 4 hour is about to close bullish, right? The difference was what I'm trying to illustrate here is if the 1 hour was telling me that that was going to shoot down, then I wouldn't have taken that long because the 4 hour would have closed bearishly, okay? But I'm seeing that, hey, the 1 hour is going to make the 4 hour close bearish, which is then going to make the daily close bullish, right? Sorry, I think I might have said bearish, I mean bullish, which is then going to make the daily maybe close bullish, which then is going to make the weekly close bullish, right? Which everything is a fractal of each other, right? And it cascades onto itself, right? So just because I see that this 1 hour closed bullish right before the market open, I know that next week is going to be bullish. So I'm long. Do I have mentorship? No. I don't want your money. Was that a good explanation? That's a freaking good explanation, boys. That was a banging explanation. I think that was rather helpful. Hunter, I no longer play music. I got it right here. Oh, AMD is coming down now. Okay, good. We want AMD to be a little bit lower. So just because I'm long, remember, like your logic when you're trading, like this number doesn't matter. This number doesn't matter. You know, your logic while you're trading is, hey, I want to fill orders, right? So I want to see things happen that I expected to happen, right? But also manage the risk at the same time, okay? So when we close some of the AMD long here, because it failed to make the new highs, right? And then we're like, oh, it must come down. So in essence, what I'm doing is I'm still long because AMD, I like it, but I've taken a short to hedge that long, okay? And this is the target of that short. But I also have this long. So I have 2 trades right now, right? I also have this long, right? And there's not really a stop or whatever, but maybe there is somewhere, right? So yeah, dude. For your directional bias, like that's how you determine what direction it's going to go. Is you use cascading fractals. Okay, maybe that's how I should term it. Cascading fractals, because they fall onto each other, right? One causes the next. It's the butterfly effect of trading, right? So we can see here that now, okay, look, the 4 hour is about to close, okay? 30 seconds. So what happened? The 1 hour was bullish, so it pushed it up a bit, right? So the odds, trading is odds, right? Trading is odds. So you can play the odds before things play out because time is also odds. If you have 1 second for something to close, the odds of that closing somewhere other than the current price is very low, right? But if you have 4 hours, it's pretty high, right? So the older a candle gets, the higher the odds that it's going to stay in the current place. And what you will also notice is a candle just closed. Look how volatile that is now, right? The sooner the candle has just closed, the more volatile the market is. So every candle close spikes volatility because there's new data being printed. So people just seen this one. So what do? Right? They seen that. Look, they immediately bought it.
News right now.
Is there news? Job openings. We knew. Oh wow, that is really bad actually. That is really bad jobs. Jolts, really bad actually. That is like this is a really bad report for jobs. You know why? Oh, what the heck? They just changed the previous one? Okay, well, anyways, look at this. So previous, it was 7 million or something, let's say, right? 7 million. But they expected it to be higher than last, but then it ended up being lower than both significantly. That's probably going to cause some movement in the market here. Let's look at the fundamental analysis. So fucking bearish for the market. Yeah. Jobs.
BTC started dropping.
Bitcoin will go to zero.
Zero? Yeah, look at this. Job openings, so fucking bearish. Now, the NASDAQ will not be as affected by this because, yeah, totally. Because the NASDAQ is a lot of AI. So the jobs are not as an issue. But the S&P is, right? Bitcoin's a little bit bearish. Let's look at gold. Gold is the only one that's like fucking just okay right now. The only one that's just okay. Yeah. So jobs, bullish, right? So when job report comes out bearish for the currency, gold does well, right? I think this might actually be last month, but it's the same report basically. Worse than expected. So gold should do well here. I'm just wondering, is there anything that we don't want to be holding? Because like I am rather cautious here. I don't know if I want to be holding anything really. Apple. I'm pretty cautious. I might want to play it safely. Pretty safe, actually. Netflix should be coming down more. XRP ripping down, actually. Shoot. Bitcoin. Oh, man. Bitcoin getting fucked by that data. Yeah. Funny, hey? This is going to cause some buyers step in. It's moving really fast down, right? Look at those last 3 weeks, right? Really fast down. That causes buyers to step in. I wonder if there's a Bitcoin volatility in it. Bitcoin bit volatility. Is there Bitcoin volatility? Bitcoin vol. Nice. There is, hey? Historical Bitcoin volatility. Durabit. We got BitMEX. Let's see. Devol. Nice. Oh, wow. Let's look at BitMEX's too. Bitcoin volatility. Let's look at what... I want to see what the difference is. Nice, okay. This doesn't really tell us much though, does it? I think I might want to add this actually. So we can track it. Let's look at this one too. Let's look at that guy. Bitcoin volatility.
Good to average out at lower end of the range. You drew in Bitcoin.
So what happened July 24, August 24 with Bitcoin? Let's see. July 24, August 24. Yeah, that was interesting, right before it pumped, yeah. Okay. Right, I think we're doing all right. So, okay, so it pumped up. So this 4 hour now tells us, hey, probably going to be coming back up, okay? You could put a stop here if you like your tight stops. But overall, I'm still bullish, right? You could put a stop like here. But I'm probably going to throw it still at the next level back. I'm still happy with this, right? And then I'll add to it down here. Is that a THC vape? No. I don't do drugs. I barely even vape, honestly. You shouldn't vape. This is just one I found. And so I was like, I bought it a long time ago. I found it on my desk. Do you have a gold stop loss? Not for this one, no. That's a great thing about swing trading is like you don't really need a stop loss because you're not using insane volume, right? Realistically, I'm probably going to exit if I'm losing money, right? Somewhere around here, right? Below this is probably where I would want to be getting out, right? So I do have more or less a stop loss there, mental. But the thing is, I don't really use stop losses. I just get out when it's not doing what I want, right? And that's again, the mindset of everyone's trading is all fucked up, dude, right? You don't need stop losses. Stop losses are ridiculous. Just leave when it's not doing what you want. That's what trading is, you predicting the market. If it's not doing what your prediction is, why are you wasting your margin, right? Bitcoin started dropping. Yeah, Bitcoin dumping hard, baby. Good stuff. I am no longer a bear down here. Okay. I am officially a Bitcoin bull now. Let's tell Twitter. Because you know why? I love telling them to do the opposite of what the market's doing. Yeah, let's just tell Twitter. Look at this. I'm a Bitcoin bull now. Boom. Easy. Somebody's going to get mad at that. I promise you. Can you add another chart to correlate with volatility index? No, thanks. You can just click on it, dude. So whenever Bitcoin, I wonder, all these volatility indexes are different, which bothers me, right? I want it to be like, I want one that's like similar to the gold and the VIX, right? The gold volatility index, so that whenever it goes to 30, it's like a, 30, 40 is like really high. So I can just correlate, right? So the last time it was like, so March 25. Let's go here, right? BVol. March 25, was that what it was? Sorry, wait, BVol. So August 24, March 25. Let's look. March 25, nice. A bottom. August 24, yeah, a bottom. This is what you want for volatility index. You want spikes that tell you September 24. What's back here? March 23. March 23. Yeah, this is sick. This is what you want. This is the one you want. You want BVol for volatility for Bitcoin. Right? Whenever it goes up above 30, things are probably going to get fucked. Okay? So the volatility is not quite there yet, right? But we can start adding in a bit. December 25, right? What was December 25? It was a bit high. December 25. Right, a little bit high there, but nothing crazy. Where's moving shorts? I'm not sure, maybe he's not here today. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna do another stream later today. We'll do a giveaway in the next stream, okay? I'll do another stream in like a couple hours or whatever, okay? Oh, everything's just kind of bleeding a bit, hey? So, large portion of this daily loss comes down from, these long-term metal holdings, right? Like, I am overall always going to be bullish on gold and copper right now, so, like, these are, as long as these slowly go up, I'm happy. But they look like, it's funny, it's like the companies mining the copper and gold are not doing well, which is ironic, right? Like, why are you not doing well when the actual metal does well? Like, your literal thing you sell is improving. But anyways, there's moving shorts. Okay. All right, boys. I'll see you a bit later.